Welcome to Mark's British Airways Fleet Update, looking at short and long-haul fleets.
It's time once again for the British Airways Fleet Update here on Mark's Trains, Planes and Trams. We'll be looking at all the latest developments across the short and long-haul fleets, including the Cityflyer and Euroflyer subsidiaries. Make sure you like this video and drop us your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel and click for notifications. Now, let's get going with this week's update.
Thanks so much indeed. Let's get on with the British Airways Fleet Update. Conscious it's been a couple of weeks since we spoke, lots going on. You're not interested in my excuses, but very busy for me at work. You might gather from my voice, I'm just recovering from a bit of a cold, so I'm a little bit bunged up. And a trip to Paris for me this week on a British Airways A380 out and back. They managed to lose my luggage on the trip going out, which didn't excite me too much, I have to say. All sorted though. Anyway, I've been busy, and let me tell you all about the headlines. Gatwick Airport, some chaos. Golf Alpha Tango Sierra sitting down on the northerly active runway late at night. Airbus A380 came back from Manila, Echo Juliet. And I've got that final update for you at the end of this on the 787-9s that ended up stuck in Baku and Tokyo, which we prepared you for last time. Well, exciting news with a new aircraft delivery, Tango Tango Sierra Kilo, delivered from the Airbus factory in Toulouse on the 10th of July. A couple of days on the ground at Heathrow to prepare for traffic and into service on the 13th of July 2026. Echo Uniform Papa Delta weather diversion to Pisa after some poor weather in Bologna. After 2 hours 50 minutes on the ground, the flight continued to Bologna. The return flight left very late, unable to land at Heathrow with the curfew, diverted into Gatwick, where the passengers had to disembark. Ferried the next morning, BA 9254 back to Heathrow. A very difficult week from the 12th to the 22nd of July for Echo, a Uniform Yankee Kilo, one of the Heathrow-based A320s. Flew out to Prague on the 12th of July, aborted its approach into Prague, made another approach and landed. The flight back, the BA 859, was cancelled. The next day they were comfortable. The aircraft was ready to fly from Prague back to London Heathrow. It attempted to return, but after takeoff the aircraft turned back and returned to Prague. A day later, the aircraft took off again from Prague, BA 9272. Got a little bit further this time, but wasn't airborne for long before the flight crew took the decision to divert the aircraft to Frankfurt and land there. The aircraft actually on the ground for 8 days in Frankfurt, while it was investigated, repaired and tested before finally ferrying on the 22nd of July back to London Heathrow. A suspected hydraulic leak, the issue behind that. Echo Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot return on the 13th of July. 2 months out of traffic over in Malta for that. And a bit of a difficult evening on the 14th of July. Golf Alpha Tango Sierra sat down on the runway after landing, unable to move. Diversions and disruptions to the flights behind, so that was a challenge. Golf Alpha Tango November, flying out to Faro on the 16th of July. The aircraft turned round over the Bay of Biscay. Technical defect, came back to Gatwick to be met by emergency vehicles. Papa Oscar Whiskey Mike is one of the Titan Airways A320 fleet. That aircraft spent a bit of time, 18th and 19th of July, working for British Airways Euroflyer. And as we put this edition to bed, we're expecting news of Echo Uniform Yankee Whiskey transferring from Heathrow to Gatwick, the aircraft released by the delivery of Tango Tango Sierra Kilo. Now, whether that's just to augment the fleet at Gatwick or whether it will initiate a withdrawal of one of the Golf Alpha Tango series remains to be seen. Now, I'm going to do a separate video on this bit of news and talk about British Airways short-haul fleet strategy around the Airbus A320 family. But what I can tell you, at Farnborough Air Show, British Airways had some news announced for it. Now, BA have not actually put out a press release, neither of IAG, but engine manufacturer Pratt and Whitney were unable to contain their excitement at being selected to supply the Pratt and Whitney GTF engine for 33 committed A320 Neos for what it describes as British Airways and 30 options. Now, I say what it describes as British Airways. Many of you will be aware that normally, although long-haul aircraft are normally ordered by IAG with a clear recipient airline in mind, and they include that in their release, what they've done for a number of years now when they order A320 family aircraft is they just order them for the IAG group, and they take a decision much later on in the production process exactly which aircraft is going to which subsidiary. But these have been confirmed as British Airways. Now, I'm going to dedicate a separate video to this because there's quite a lot of complexity, and it involves having to understand quite a bit about what's happening at some of the other IAG subsidiaries. But effectively, I think this suggests that IAG are going to concentrate the Pratt and Whitney engined Airbus A320 family aircraft with British Airways, which probably means that as Vueling get their 737 MAX aircraft, the A320 aircraft with Pratt and Whitney engines, some of which are not in use, they're stored, unserviceable. Some of those will transfer to BA. Now, I don't have confirmation of that, but I just know, the IAG philosophy is very much a financially led philosophy. I can't imagine they're going to want little pods of aircraft with their own unique characteristics scattered around the IAG fleet when that requires, all the pilots, the engineering crews to all be trained and have knowledge and capability on each of those. So I'll talk about that in a separate video, but that's looking like the strategy, and that will be quite interesting. Of course, those aircraft are not due immediately, and there are further aircraft with the CFM engine still to come from the current order, and we'll pick that up when we talk about that as well. Now, I'm going to move on and look at the long-haul fleet and talk a bit about the large Airbus A380s. A few of you have commented that I don't talk about A350s very often. I mean, there isn't a great deal to say. X-Ray Lima Echo Golf still out in Manila. Of course, it's still out there. It's only just gone on the 5th of July. The BA press office have not been willing to engage with me on what's happening with that. I've not had any reply at all, but we'll keep an eye on it. X-Ray Lima Echo Foxtrot looks like it's getting ready over in Manila to come back. And then I can tell you that on the 15th of July, X-Ray Lima Echo Juliet came back to London Heathrow as the BA 9171, and here is some footage supplied by one of my correspondents out in Manila. A very early morning departure from Manila. Quite nice skies. The aircraft making an early start, a bit earlier perhaps than people were expecting. So thanks to Lancey out in Manila for getting me that footage, and we look forward to seeing Echo Foxtrot. Quite a bit of news coming and going on the 777 fleet. Victor India, India Juliet, Bit of drama out in Nassau in the Bahamas led to the cancellation of some local flights, including one back from Grand Cayman. Yankee Mike Oscar back from maintenance, Victor India Oscar, 2 weeks maintenance at Heathrow, and that aircraft back in traffic. Victor India X-ray back from Cardiff. Yankee Mike Romeo back from a couple of weeks out of traffic at London Heathrow. Yankee Mike Lima is still out of service. That's not been operational actually since the 4th of July. And Sierra Tango Bravo India, 16th of July, that aircraft flew out to San Diego. Return flight cancelled, 2 days on the ground, and it came back as the BA 9602. So that's your 777 update. On the 787 Dreamliners, Zulu Bravo Juliet Golf remains out in Jordan at Joram Co. That aircraft, of course, having flown there from Toronto. And I promised you an update, although it's not on the screen. I promised you an update on what was happening with the aircraft involved in that Baku incident and the rescue flight. Well, Zulu Bravo Kilo Foxtrot, the aircraft that flew out on the rescue mission. Zulu Bravo Kilo Foxtrot flew out on the rescue mission and then flew on the 13th of July Baku to Tokyo as the BA5 Delta. A couple of days on the ground in Tokyo and then back as the BA 9609, which means it's in passenger service, although the original BA5 had been cancelled. It landed into Heathrow on the evening of the 15th of July. And then Kilo Romeo, which was the aircraft that ended up stranded in Baku. Aircraft actually was back after a couple of days. BA 9173 from Baku, flying back in the evening, landed in London Heathrow 23 minutes past 10 that evening. So that's your update there. Quite good progress on Club Suites. We've now got 6 of the 18 aircraft complete. The latest one, Zulu Bravo Kilo India, back from Cardiff as the BA 9176 on the 24th of July. Back in traffic the next day, out to Newark on the 189. A little bit of a strange occurrence involving Zulu Bravo Kilo Papa. Went out to the Maldives on the 16th of July. The return flight cancelled with an aircraft issue. Eventually, after 5 days in Male, it came back as the BA60. As soon as it arrived back, the crew were swapped over. The aircraft headed straight off again. The plan was to send that aircraft to Cardiff as the BA 9151, and that happened, but halfway to Cardiff the aircraft literally turned round in the sky and flew back to Heathrow. Now that's quite unusual, you know, it's not unknown for BA to swap things around, but it's pretty unusual to do it in the middle of a positioning flight. So the aircraft has carried on flying passenger services. I think what happened was the aircraft was needed for the next day's schedule. They didn't want to cancel flights. Kilo India was going to be back sooner. It wasn't ready. And rather than have the aircraft sat on the ground at Cardiff, unable to go into the maintenance area, they decided to keep it flying. Not a problem for the crew, of course. Their expectation would have been to fly to Cardiff, position the aircraft on the ground, and then they're supplied with a taxi back to Heathrow. So for them to take the aircraft back and not have to drive up the M4 was probably a bonus. I have been threatening to get rid of this slide. It's the 787s out of service, but actually there continues to be activity, or maybe I should say a lack of activity, which then means that the slide continues to serve a purpose. So Juliet Golf we've talked about in Joramco in Oman, Juliet Hotel maintenance in BA Cardiff, Kilo Hotel, the only 7879 in for Club Suites fitment. That's sort of halfway through, be complete in 2 or 3 weeks. I suspect they're looking to slim the program down over high summer, partly because there's a lot of holidays being taken in Cardiff, and then the programme will ramp up again in September. Sadly, there's an aircraft stranded in Singapore after the BA15 was cancelled at Singapore. That's Kilo Charlie. Have to see how they get that back. And Zulu Bravo Lima India on the ground at London Heathrow since the 23rd of July. That, of course, a 787-10, and that caused the cancellation the next day of the BA 299 out to Chicago. So that's just about it then. That wraps up the British Airways fleet update. Sorry it was a couple of weeks. I hope you found my excuses vaguely plausible. But I'll perhaps bring you a channel update in the next few days, talk a bit about what I'm up to with my videos and what you can expect here on Mark's Trains, Planes and Trams. We'll keep a close eye on what's happening across the British Airways fleet. I'll be doing a special video at some point on the short-haul fleet strategy, the Pratt and Whitney engines, and we'll also keep an eye on Zulu Bravo X-Ray Alpha, which is the 787-10, which I haven't prepared a special glitzy slide, but I can tell you that aircraft flew from South Carolina, from the maintenance facility at Charleston, right across the US to the Boeing facility in Everett near Seattle. Expected to sort out acceptance and other stuff, and maybe we'll see that aircraft soon. I don't know whether we'll see it in a few days or a few weeks, but we'll see it soon. So we'll keep an eye out for that as well. And as I wrap up this production, there's some news just in that BA have sent one of their 787-10 Dreamliners to Taipei to the Evergreen maintenance facility. It's Golf Zulu Bravo Lima Alpha. Quite unusual flying that distance. The Series 10 Dreamliner is, as many of you know, constrained by range, but it's made the journey empty, no luggage, no cargo, no passengers, and very full tanks of fuel. And there we go, Taipei for maintenance, the first maybe of quite a few. And I'll see you once again for another British Airways fleet update here on Mark's Trains, Planes and Trams very soon. Until then, take care.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe and click the notification button so you don't miss any of the great trips Mark has coming your way on this YouTube channel.